Hello and welcome to the channel, everyone. Happy Good Friday today. And we are starting out this weekend off right with some tool deals from Lowe's and Home Depot. We got some pretty good ones, so we're going to go ahead and just jump right into it. And starting out with Lowe's deal of the day, they are having a few, and it looks like some of Works OPE, just a few tools from there. So you have the cordless string trimmer kit, hedge trimmer, and another string trimmer. But that is their 40 volt. So 20 volt string trimmer, 40 volt string trimmer, 20 volt hedge trimmer, all on sale. If you just so happen to be in the Works line, that would really, in my opinion, be the only reason to buy these, just because you already have the platform. But again, they are having those on sale and does end at the end of today. Just like this one, also Cobalt, their digital tire gauge for $6. So maybe not a bad deal, just throw it in your car, have it, check it every now and then, make sure your tire pressure is good. All right, now switching over to the deals at Lowe's. Craftsman, their 8-tool combo kit, $149. Now, of course, these are going to be all of their brush tools, which I have all of these tools. This is what I started out with. So to be honest, they're not the most powerful. And if I were to start over, get something brushless. But hey, if you're going to be doing some light duty work around the house, kind of want to get started, I mean, $150, you're getting 2 batteries and all of those tools. Not a bad deal. In fact, we can even get a better picture here to see everything you're getting. I mean, they've been thrown in the sander, jigsaw, multi-tool, a fan. Of course, a light is going to be that 8th tool. That charger's small, probably weaker charger, but hey, you still have it. So that is not a bad deal. And then, of course, can always upgrade later if you really feel you have to. But $149, really good deal from Craftsman. All right, and to accompany all of that, Craftsman is also having their 5-gallon stainless steel shop vac for $49. I also have this shop vac. It's one of the first ones I bought because it was on sale. It looked pretty, so I bought it. And it works perfectly fine. It vacuums what you need, but it does have a cord, so if you don't mind that, $49 can't go wrong there. Now, also, to store all of those tools that you're going to be getting with that amazing deal from Craftsman, you also need to store them all in the Versus Stack, their 3-tier tower, whatever you want to call it, storage system Versus Stack for $99. So the rolling box, medium toolbox, and of course the small ports organizer. Not a bad deal. Now, if you were serious and wanted to upgrade, of course, Klein's Mod Box, the rolling cart, and this is the drawer system, so a lot nicer, a lot more convenient when you have a couple of boxes stacked on that. You can just slide it out instead of opening it. On sale for $169. Again, you're paying an extra $70 for just the one box versus getting the whole 3 started for you. But hey, whatever your preference, whatever needs are, definitely going to be a nicer system there and an upgrade if you're willing to spend the money on that. And then the last deal at Lowe's, Bosch is having their 60-foot self-leveling laser level for $89, but it does come with a free tripod. So $90, you're getting the laser level and a tripod. Pretty excellent deal from Bosch there. Now we're going to switch over to Ryobi, and we're going to go big starting out. They are having their 12 amp hour HP battery for $199. So you're paying $200 for this one battery. I don't know if you have this battery or tools that need something like that. You let me know if it's worth it. The only thing I can think of is if you have their cordless miter saw, table saw. I think that might be the only tool. Maybe their leaf blowers. I don't know. You let me know. But that's a huge battery. You're getting a lot of power from that. So yeah, let me know what you'd use this for. But I mean, $200, maybe not a bad deal. Normally $240. Now, what I don't think you need that battery for, they're also having their 2-tool combo kit. So their drill driver, impact driver, again, all HP with those 2 2-amp hour batteries for $150. So again, you're paying that same price for that Craftsman deal earlier. Now you're only getting 2 tools versus those 8. In my opinion, I think you're going to get far more value for your $150 starting in a system like that if you just did not need all of those tools at once, because you're going to get more power, more value, more capacity, capability, my opinion. But hey, they are having those. Beauty of living in America, you have your choices. And again, to upgrade those deals, you get some extra batteries for that because you went through that Ryobi deal. 2 4-amp hour and 1 2-amp hour, again, all HP batteries. That dual charger, $160. So not a bad deal, but that's going to be a little over $300. You're going to get what, 5 batteries, 2 4-amp, a dual charger, HP impact drill driver. That's not a bad deal if you're willing to get into the Ryobi line. Now, if you weren't wanting to spend all that money and you still wanted to go with Ryobi, $40, you're getting getting a drill driver and a 1.5 amp hour battery and their small charger. I personally would not spend $40 on this. I don't really even know what you could use this for. Maybe drilling a pilot hole in drywall to put an anchor and hang a mirror or picture frame. I don't know. I think your $40 could be better suited and saved up for the one of the previous deals we looked at. But I mean, they are throwing that in there. $40. You're technically getting a drill and I mean into the and a battery. So hey, you do you. They're having that, and I wanted to include that. Now switching up and upgrading a little bit, if you did have the ability to do that, which I would highly recommend because I think Ridgid is a excellent value, 2 6 amp hour max output batteries for $150. If you needed a little bit more than that, for an extra $50, 8 amp hour max output XP batteries. So these are the top of the line higher performing batteries with the XP, and you're getting again 2 8 amp hour batteries for $199. So that's actually not a bad deal either. And of course, to power those batteries, they are also having their drill driver impact driver kit, and this is the hammer drill, and you're getting a 2 amp and 4 amp hour max output battery. So if we can compare that to the Ryobi deal earlier, you're paying $150, you're still getting that, but for an extra, if you have an extra $50, I think you're getting a far more value for this. I mean, I would 100% recommend this. I don't think you can go wrong with this combo set to get started at all, and also even upgraded batteries, and also the hammer drill, so you're also getting that feature kind of one and done if you do need something like that. But either way, they are having those. Switching over to DeWalt, they're having their atomic multi-tool. Now this does come with a 3 amp hour battery for $99, so not a bad deal. DeWalt is also having their atomic 16-foot tape measure on sale for $12. I have this exact same tape measure and I've been very happy with it. Very comfortable, very easy to use, so $12 can't go wrong there. And also DeWalt is having their construction jack one piece for $99. Now Milwaukee is also having their hammer drill bits for $15, a 5-piece there. They're also having their 100-foot chalk line and auto lock 25-foot tape measure. You're also getting some chalk for $22, so not a bad deal if you just so happen to need all of those things there. And then also the same deal but in blue for $26. So if you're okay with red, saving a little bit of money, you can get it for $22, or if you just really needed the blue chalk for an extra $4. Now of course it is different levels there. I think the other one was a 3, this one's a 2, but either way, still not a bad deal for about $20 under $30 if you did need something like that. Empire is also having their 9-inch torpedo level for $16, and this is a 2-pack, so you actually get 2 of these. Not a bad deal if you need something like that. And to finish it, they're also having their 40-inch level for $45, so not a bad deal if you need some new levels. Alright guys, that's all I had for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you saw anything you liked, drop a like down. I appreciate that. And with that being said, I hope everyone has a great and safe Easter Sunday this weekend. Y'all take care.